In February of this year, I launched a brand new product with Amazon FBA, and within 3 months of selling, it sold over 3,000 units, generating me £70,000 worth of revenues and £14,000 worth of profit. Some may have considered the niche that I launched in to be saturated, but by following 5 specific techniques, I was able to grab the customer's attention and compel them to buy from me instead of others. Here's what I did. Building a strong brand is becoming more and more important in determining the level of success that you're able to achieve with Amazon FBA. And when I say building a strong brand, I'm not just talking about having a good logo, I'm talking about your messaging and how you want your customers to feel before and after they purchase your product. When I looked through all of my competition, I could see that the branding wasn't being done particularly well. In fact, the names all sounded Chinese and made up, and beyond a poorly made logo on each image, that was about the extent of their branding. So when putting together my listing, my packaging, and all follow-up emails, I ensured that I told a story about my brand, how it was started out of a passion for the product and what it stood for, which in my case was quality. Building a brand story helps the customer to resonate with you, especially if they have the same interests, and that results in them being more likely to buy from you. Your brand story needs to be consistent across every step of the customer's journey. So the listing, the packaging, follow-up emails, and so on. All of that helps to ensure that the customer remembers and hopefully recommends you. And it will also allow you to stand out versus the sea of Chinese competitors who just can't compete when it comes to knowing how to connect with the consumer. If you want to get your product off to a flying start, then standing out from the crowd by differentiating is critical. This can be done a number of ways, such as improving upon the existing product offer or the listing, but the route that I took in order to differentiate was offering a product design that wasn't actually available on Amazon. There are a number of ways that you can do this. Firstly, by just asking suppliers for their product catalogs and then scouting through the selection, or an even better way is by asking them what new product models they've got coming up and what the release date is. You can then get ahead of the competition by ordering a sample as soon as possible, evaluating its quality, and then placing your order. And doing this is going to give you a huge head start, which is going to allow you to stand out to your customers, start getting those sales in, and building your reviews before others have even learnt that your product is available. Having a product ad that communicates the benefits of your product is imperative. One key mistake that a lot of beginners make is to spend all of their money on stock and then have nothing left over for the product itself. And that results in the product looking unprofessional and not compelling or differentiated at all. Now, to avoid this happening, I ensured that my product listing smashed the competition in every single area. And I did that by looking at the quality of what was already available, taking inspiration from the things that I liked, and then making a point of improving upon all of the things that I disliked. Above all, I made sure that my product images looked absolutely flawless and they all clearly communicated what was different about me and my offer. And I also ensured that branding across every single image was consistent and it displayed my logo. I also made it really clear to the customer that I was a British company and that the branding was all designed in the UK. And that again really helped to make the customer resonate with me and my brand, which resulted in me getting more sales and my competition losing out. To try and drive hype and social proof for my product, just prior to launching, I emailed around 10 different influencers, magazines, and blogs, and simply asked them if they'd like to review my product for free. In the end, I reckon I sent around 5 units out, and with no additional compensation, I was able to get the product featured in 2 top 10 lists that now appear in Google search when you search for my product niche. Getting your product into blogs and into influencers' hands is really easy to do, provided that you can find an angle for your product and think of why the journalist or influencer should promote it. If you can do that, then there's no reason why they'd turn down receiving a free product, even if it's just to have a look at it. As a result of these bloggers and journalists featuring my product though, I was able to add the logos of their magazines and websites directly onto my listing, which further drove my product's credibility and sales. So those are the exact strategies that I followed to get a brand new product into Amazon, which subsequently generated me £75,000 worth of sales in 3 months, which you guys absolutely can do too. Without stating the obvious though, with any product that you find, remember to always check that the product has demand. Otherwise, this strategy that I've just run through is not going to work, because you'll be employing these techniques to the benefit of nobody. But if you can find something with demand and start doing what you can to increase your conversion as much as possible, there's no reason why you can't also experience what it's like to sell a product that flies off Amazon's virtual shelves within your first few months of selling. If you want to be guided step by step through the entire process with my help, check out the Smashers Academy, which has recently just had a brand new refresh for 2022, and it contains all of my latest strategies and tips. I hope that you guys got value from this video. Enjoy your week, and I will see you next time.